We're going to continue introducing them to you one by one because this final decision really comes in November. For now, those 9 leading Democratic hopefuls and several Republicans are in the race. To help you get to know them and what they say they'd bring to the job, I sat down with the candidates at last month's Democratic convention. I'll also do the same with the Republican Party. To keep things fair, I drew names at random for these interviews. Meet Ian Calderon. For people that are meeting you for the first time, why are you deciding to run for governor of California?
It all comes down to my kids and my family. A lot of families like mine in this state just don't believe that we have a future here and that our kids don't have a future here. And so it's just important for me to know that I am a part of the solution, being able to create a pathway to home ownership, work on affordability, work on accountability, so that our kids and our future here is going to be bright and that everybody feels like if they do the right thing, they keep working hard, there's a place for them here in this state.
Now, if you were to be elected, what would be your top 3 priorities your first year in office?
Housing, creating a pathway to housing, affordability, specifically around childcare. I have 4 kids, and when my wife and I were paying for childcare for all 4 kids, we were paying more in childcare payments a month than we were in our rent. So I'm going to cap childcare costs at $500 a month for every family across the state for 95% of the kids, 0 to 5. And then accountability. People want to know that we're being responsible with the money that we already have. And so I'm going to make sure that we have forensic audit day 1 of my administration. Those forensic audits, we're going to learn from them, we're going to create policy, and then I want to install an independent prosecutor within my administration that will prosecute fraud and anybody taking advantage of our state.
California has spent billions of dollars addressing homelessness, but yet the problem still persists, and you can really see it on a lot of city streets. What would you do differently to address homelessness?
So there are a lot of people making money off of homelessness right now. So we need to understand exactly where they're making their money. Who exactly are these middlemen that I believe are ripping the state off? Because the money's going somewhere, someone's making it, but it is not making a material difference in actually reducing homelessness. We need a system that's set up where you come in, you get assessed on what your need actually is. Then you move on to the next stage. Okay, let's actually start with mental health services and get you access to counseling and resources to actually diagnose and work through the challenges that led you to homelessness. And we're going to have wraparound services to make sure that you are taken care of and protected long term.
Do you think that California has gone too far, not far enough, or has struck the right balance on criminal justice reform?
I was in the legislature under Jerry Brown. Jerry Brown's #1 focus was criminal justice reform. And you cannot be a progressive government, you cannot have progress on policy unless you're willing to try something different. At the time, it was very clear that lock them up and throw away the key policies were not making a difference when it comes to keeping us safer and rehabilitating offenders and people that needed help to re-enter society and be a functioning, contributing member of our communities. And so I believe in reform, but it has to start and be rooted in safety. We have to make sure we are rooted in public safety and that our public safety officers have the resources they need to keep us safe and that we are training them in the correct ways to know how to handle different types of situations. But also at the same time, we don't want to have policies that just punitively punish people long term. We don't know what somebody's going through. We don't know what's contributing to them and why they are offending. And so that R at the end of CDCR and rehabilitation, we really need to focus on rehabilitation, but we have to fund it and we have to be accountable to the results and making sure that we're staying consistent and we are actually rehabilitating people.
And we are going to keep these candidate profiles going here at 6:30. Tomorrow I sit down with Matt Mahan. You can also stream all of my interviews right now on the ABC 10 app. We are also working to sit down with the top Republican candidates as we continue our coverage of the race for California's next governor.